Quick little video update for you guys. It's the end of June here, first week of summer. Just want to give you a little update on the chestnuts. This is a pure American tree. It's about 7 or 8 feet tall at the moment. It's not done growing for the season. Unfortunately, last fall, I don't know if you can see that, well, the tree was wounded right there. Not sure if a squirrel got to it or something, but the bark split open. It seems to be healing over, and I'm not seeing any signs of blight in there on that particular part of the stem. But looking down here, the bark is split in several places, and it does look like the blight has gotten in there. I would not say that this young tree is doomed at this point. You know, see how it goes next year. If the cankers keep spreading, I can cut away the dead tissue and pack the cankers with mud and wrap it in with plastic wrap, and the natural microbes in the soil should give the tree a chance to you know, fight back the blight infection, at least for a little while. And I can kind of, it's my understanding anyway, I can keep doing that until, well, until there's just too many cankers. But I should be able to get a few more years out of this tree, I suspect. Now, this spot right here, I did have another American tree, which unfortunately didn't leaf out this spring. Not sure why that happened. It didn't have blight or anything. Now, the other tree I have growing, this tree, I didn't realize it when I had transplanted it after starting it in the bed 3 years ago, but it's actually a 50-50 American-Chinese hybrid. So the mother tree was an American. It's actually a half sibling to the one I just showed you. The nuts from these trees came from the same mother tree, but this one was pollinated by a Chinese tree down the street a little ways. So that's what you deal with when you're planting open pollinated nuts, you know, not in a controlled setting. But this tree is only about 3.5 feet tall at this point. A little slower growing than its full American half sibling. But the interesting thing I saw this year is, look here. This is its first catkin. So that is a male catkin. That is the male flower of the chestnut. This thing, despite being only 3.5 feet tall and 3 years old, it put out its first catkin. So that's pretty interesting. What I find even more interesting about this, though, I've been watching this for about 3 weeks now, and this catkin has not changed. What I suspect is that this tree is going to be male sterile. That catkin, the tree will produce catkins like that, but they will not bloom. So the only way that this tree is going to produce nuts is if another flowering chestnut nearby, its other half sibling, or some other neighborhood tree in the area here pollinates it. But this tree cannot pollinate any other chestnuts, as far as I know at this point. We'll see what happens over the next couple weeks. Maybe that catkin will continue to develop. I'm not really sure, but anyway, that's about it for today, and thanks for watching.